Hello and happy Wednesday. Oh, it is a great day to be watching. We have a new product that I am going to start numbering right now. It is on. What's going on? Carlos, Paul, Paul the Legend, Maitland. What up, Turt? Paul, I think you should change your middle name to Legend, or perhaps the Legend. But the and legend all one word, because you're a freaking legend. Um, Speaking of Paul, booyah! Who doesn't like movies and sports, or movies about sports? No, that would be The Fable. What up, KP? Speaking of Turt and KP, who doesn't love Sportflix? Take a look at that. It's good, it's good. It's good. Which reminds me, I gotta set up the giveaways. I forgot to do that. We'll go with right here. What's today's date? The 28th. Means Friday's the 30th. Color that green. And what do I want to make the first giveaway? I'm good, man. How are you doing? The sticker makes the OCD happy. It's a little bit off. Not a lot. It's a little bit. On vacation to the 11th. Great. You deserve it. It's fastball. Yeah, fastball to the nether regions. Yeah, I don't know which one I want to do for the. Oh, I gotta put the big giveaway in there too. I haven't announced that yet. Oh goodness. You know, you'd think I'd be ready by now. Nope. Okay, there we go. Tears of Blood. That sounds like Ebola. We talking about Ebola, Paul? No. Nope, we do not have one as of yet. I was not left a space to number on here, so we're gonna squeeze it in. Let's see, what do I have on the other ones? Oh, I have it left and right. We'll go right then. Tis but a 30 bucks run. Hello, lady. Only 30. So I will have you talk amongst yourselves, but be known that once I'm done numbering and randoming, let's dig into these. I will be showing some stuff. Speaking of the sports, there are people raving over LA De La Cruz. Our very own Trevor of Trevor Baseball Cards says, "Don't buy the hype. He is not who you think he is." Any Reds fans out there? Keith Comstock. There you go. Try to grab these as randomly as possible. Mix it up a bit. Boy, box number 19. Box number 19 feels pretty heavy. Heavy, heavy, heavy. Just throwing that in for out there. Sepulro says Ellie is the real deal after hitting for the cycle and having the fastest base running time. He says Ellie is definitely the next Mickey Mantle. What's going on, Don? Boy, Bourbon's gonna be mad I jacked up the Michael Jordan box. And the ESPN box, 30 for 30. Oh yeah, the hype has been strong for a while. When his cards came out in 2022 and Bowman first, he already had the hype. Yeah, I don't collect cards anymore, so I don't even know. I am out as soon as I'm not lazy. I will be selling almost every one of my sports cards I own. There's a couple that are sentimental that I'll keep. And of course, all the Jim Kellys will go to my son. ¿Qué pasó? They know, Papa. James is like, make sure they know I'm here. And I'm like, oh, they know. They know. All right, let's get the randoming first. The Buffalo Street Team in the house. All right, there it is. 19 was the heavy one. That falls almost dead center. 3 a few after that. Should be nice. Wait a second. Oh, goodness gracious. Brian Kaiser Tillman. Arguably the greatest ninja artist ever to pick up the brush. I would put the old school 13th century masters from Japan and China here with their depiction of ninjas. And I would put Kaiser right here. Right here. As a matter of fact, now that I'm thinking about it, Kaiser, I think I should commission you to do an interpretation of the Great Wave. I'm just saying, now that I'm thinking about it, but we should have ninjas surfing the wave. Or hiding amongst the folds of the wave. Surf ninjas. Kind of like the movie, but not lame. Unless your parents visit, still standing. They'd be touching brain, but that's right. Kaiser, always good to see you, man. Kaiser, you're gonna be at San Diego Comic-Con, right? We're gonna hang, right? I'll be able to see you. If I'm not mistaken. Okay, good. We'll hang. We'll chat. We'll talk. We'll discuss. It'll be fun. And speaking of fun, this nugget right here. This nugget right here has some cool stuff inside. One of the things that you will find in here is at least one, I should say. At least one. At least one piece of original art from either Jamie Sullivan, KP, Mate, or Turt. In addition, you will find one of these blast from the past bad boys. I was 7 years old when these came out. That's how old I was. Sportflix Magic Motion Beesball. It is a real throwback. We'll wait. We'll see, Don. So, for those who are not familiar, I have been authorized to do this. Well, looky there. George Brett. Ooh. Jesse Orozco. I instantly remember right here. In 1987, fun fact, I was a Mets fan. I was a huge fan of those guys. Carter, Strawberry, Gooden, Hojo. Those were my dudes. He'll probably look at it and be like, what is this garbage? Kent Urbeck. The Toronto Blue Jays. Oh man, do we have any Padres fans in the house? Yeah, Turt's like, I'm a Jays fan. You went right past mine. George run out, left the dugout like a crazy person. Brett. Paul says, I'm not going to knock lenticulars. I've got mine coming out later this year. Oh, now that is a heck of a ball player. How about some Ricky Henderson? Run, Ricky, run. Boom. And you know that was a full swing base hit, and then he stole second and third. Boy, look at all those 100 stolen base seasons. So, in addition to the awesomeness that is Sportflix cards, you will also find in almost every box a little bit of Golden Age. 'Cause why not? It's fun. Anybody who purchases today is not only going to get the box topper right here, they are going to get the pack that I just opened right here. And this sweet rated rookie of the great Hambino. You're killing me, Smalls. I thought you said the great Bambi. So that'll be for anybody who buys one today. Now, the next thing you're going to ask is something that I'm going to answer and say, it's next door, I just don't have it in my hands. But the question is going to be, what is the grand prize giveaway for this run? Well, I'll have you know, it's pretty awesome. It is an autographed Sandlot jersey. And if you will wait just one precious moment, I will see if I can find it next door. Yeah, thank you, Don. Oh, yeah, I wasn't joking. I wasn't joking at all. Beckett authenticated. Tom, Chauncey, Marty, Shane, Victor, and Brandon. Squints. Smalls. Yaya. And the rest of them. On a custom Sandlot jersey. So, yeah, listen. I think you want to get in on this. I'm not sure. Sometimes I wonder if I know what you all want. Did Wendy sign it? No, unfortunately, Wendy Peppercorn did not sign it. However, if she's still alive, you could probably have her do it. If she's not alive, then, rest in peace. So, yeah, we got stuff. That stuff looks good. And that's all. That's all. That's it. That's all I got. That's all I got for you. I don't have anything else. I mean, what I could do is I could bring out the hits. Yeah, that's right. You really gotta dig in there and find the, I don't even know if I can continue that. I don't know if I can continue that. Ice Wolf, I love you, man. Let's talk about all the cray-cray hits that are in here. This is all of your childhoods, and if you say it's not, you're just a liar, and I'm calling you a liar to your face over the interweb. Who didn't like some Taz? He had his time. Jamie Sullivan. Now, what Taz is showing this particular alien, I don't know, because his back is to us. But Paul Maitland can use his imagination. LeBron James. Jay Sullivan has him in here. This is so good, it hurts. But how about Roy Kent? Roy Kent. He's here, he's there, he's every freaking where, Roy Kent. Beardy. And the man, the myth, the legend himself. Our dear friend, Teddy Lasso. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. Nacho Turt. Bring in the nacho. How about a little shake and bake? If you're not first, you're last. Shake and bake. Doug said, I am contractually obligated to mention that he owned the Wonder Bread suit. This one right here, he owned the actual movie suit that he wore in the film, and it was arguably one of his favorite pieces in the museum. Fun fact, he also owned the original Elf Hero suit. Hero is the one that's for all the close-ups. Thank you, lady. I need it after that. What is this place? Maitland is hitting everybody's heartstrings with this one. Mate was like, I bet I can make people on the internet tear up and possibly even cry. He did have the invisible fire suit, and it cost a fortune, and then it fell out of the box and they lost it. Obviously, the cover piece, which is breathtaking. Ball players? You don't give me ball players. Got me a bunch of girls. And signed. KP getting goofy with it. Look at this. That's the best goofy I have. It's the best one I got. Safe. Oh no, I'm sorry. Strike. Ball. Strike. Ball. I want to point out Kevin P. West's ability to do backgrounds in this one. Not only did he get the wood grain, but take a look at the netting in the background and how well he has faded the distance to give us depth over here. Stunning! Kevin P. West. Stunning. Stunning. And speaking of doing a great Bugs, how about a better shot of the full Bugs Monty? Oh, right, Sapporo's. 10 of 10 on that, man. That is brilliant. You can almost taste the butteriness of that popcorn or the champagna. Yeah, yes. The Easter egg DCD collects popcorn. Cleverly placed in there. Yep. It is true. Callbacks to good work. Callbacks to the good. Speaking of the good, after Charles Schultz, and I have to say, absolutely nailed Chuck Schultz on this one. I'm going to say you definitely did some studying and research. Yes, for those who are wondering, it is signed. I know everybody was looking for the SIG. So yes, there you go. There are a lot of hits. Let's count the hits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 hits. Plus, there are 3 boxes that have more than one piece of art in them. Yeah. That's a total of 16. So officially, you have a better than 50% hit rate. And then I will do you one more. One of these boxes actually has something from my personal collection that I tossed in there for funsies. I don't know if it's a super hit. It's just something cool. So let's say 16 and a half hits. Pretty good odds. Pretty good odds considering this was supposed to be a 35 box break. But Uncle Doug, reviewing some of the pieces of art, said, "Oh, we can't break these up. Oh, we can't break these up. Oh, that's a set. We can't break those up." So that's how you came to get double and triple art boxes. Because Doug didn't have the heart to let me separate them. And therefore, you get the bonus. So yeah, better than 50% odds. Way better than 50% odds. Just saying. Listen, we just like making stuff. That's all I can say. The heart to break the art. There were some that were just like you had to keep them together. You couldn't. It was like we thought about it like, oh, it's supposed to be $35. Well, I mean, this is too cool not to put together. All right, $30 a run, and I was like, all right, $30 a run. So we have extra hits, and all the hits are going in. What else do I have? Oh, I got so much back there. Again, what doesn't sell out goes to Comic-Con with us in 3.5 weeks. Probably getting a little bit closer to Comic-Con. We will remind everybody it'll be last call on certain boxes as we phase them out and get them set for the con. I mean, honestly, I don't have much else. That consumed my my day. Right, Jim? Yep. Yep, he said yep. That's it. That's all I got. Let's talk about life now. Oh. So, people not named Carlos. I almost called you Carlito. Those not named Carlos. We know Carlos is on vacation. What are y'all doing for 4th of July? Now, I say this because, as some of you may know, Friday is the last day for 2 weeks. Neighbors set off fireworks? Yes. We are not gonna be live next week. Comforting the newest dog? Oh yeah. Yeah, there are a lot of dogs that do not like them. Hey, Kaiser, I love you, brother. Be safe, take care. Tell everybody I said hello, please. Yes, sir. We are not going to be live next week. Saturday, 10 years old. Amazing. Yeah, I was lucky. I do not have PTSD triggered by sound. Ladies like shenanigans. I have PTSD. I do. I have been diagnosed with PTSD. My PTSD is not sound triggered. Honestly, I haven't had a triggered episode in decades. But I know people that are sound triggered. And it's terrible. 4th of July is very tough for a lot of veterans, and typically those are the ones that were on the ground overseas that had the bombs exploding. My PTSD is different. Mine is not triggered by that. Lady says my CPTSD isn't sound triggered either. Thankfully, I live in an area where people do not care. Yeah. Yeah, you live in Texas. They don't just shoot fireworks in Texas. They shoot people. I know, I live there. I can say that. But I digress. I don't want to talk about Texas. I really do. I love Texas. I love Texas. I just don't love the Texas politics per se, but I don't want to talk about politics. I love the people of Texas. especially in East Texas. I'm a big fan of Katy, the people of Katy. I'm a big fan of the people in uh, Houston. Um, well, let's not say Houston. Let's say the suburbs of Houston. Let's say Katy in that general area. I'm big fans of. I love San Antonio. Got to go to San Antonio. And Austin. It's weird. It's different, but it is fun. American Foxhound. Woo. Yeah, I get it. We had the James, Melissa, and I had the Elkhound, the Norwegian Elkhound. Um, and we weren't bad owners. We just realized our city residence was too small for him. So we did give him to a good home. And now he runs around on 50 acres and a weed plantation in upstate New York. And we get videos, still get videos of Vigo running around and having the time of his life. So we knew we wouldn't let him be in a bad situation. We knew that we could get him into a better situation and he'd be better for it. So we realized we couldn't give the right care to that type of dog. KP's like, yes, it is the Facebook cover photo. The other Shepherd Pick Mix is also a rescue. Let me think about it. All of our dogs, or excuse me, all of our cats have been rescues. And of my dogs that I've had in my history, two we rescued from a mill. This woman was selling them on Craigslist. And we went to pick up the Yorkie, and she had two dogs in her truck that looked awful. And we said, we will give you $200 for each of those dogs right now. And then we took them, nursed them to help, and then gave them to the proper people and turned over her information. We were contacted later to give statements. Apparently, they arrested them. What up, T-Bone? Murray Adam West and Roscoe Meatball West. Roscoe Meatball. I love it. Please tell me Roscoe Meatball is the pit mix. Please tell me that. Meatball's gotta be the pit mix. No? Oh, such an opportunity. Oh, it was easy. The T-Bone, the only thing that I never noticed, that I did not know until I actually cut them and got them ready, was that there would not be very much room for numbering. The amazing artwork took center stage. We made it work. It looks good enough. It looks awesome sauce. I'm not gonna lie, I accidentally cut three of these labels. I wasn't paying enough attention. I cut the mystery box off the top of them. Realizing that it was, yeah, I juxtaposed, but so I did have to print a total of three labels. Once the very first thing I cut, I was like, "Oh, that's wrong, you stupid guy, you." And I yelled at myself, and I docked myself pay, and I put myself in the corner for 5 minutes. And then I went out, printed three more, and finished the job. Mondo's like, I want that. Mondo, you have to see all of the art and all of the stuff that's there. As a matter of fact, Mondo, I'm not going to pander to you, but I am going to. We opened up a pack of Sportflix, and I'm going to show them for our dear friend T-Bone. Oh, I showed them the chaser. I brought it from next door. Little George Brett, how about that old school starter jacket? Oh yeah. I am fantastic, Mondo. How are you doing, man? Ricky Henderson in a Yankees uniform. And then, oh, what's this? Oh, man. That's cool. That's cool. If only we had Padres fans in the group. So yeah, anybody that buys today is going to be in the running for that. T-Bone subscribe. Thank you for the sub, man. Life is on point. Good. Good. You deserve nothing but great things. And then boatloads. Boatloads. So T-Bone, since this technically could have been a 35 box break, I did tell them that we made it a 30 box break. And now the hits are better than 1 in 2. Yeah. 16 hits, 30 boxes. And then on top of it, 3 boxes have more than one piece of art in them. And then on top of that, I threw my own PC card into one of these that just had some cool factor. So yeah, it's more than you have better than 1 in 2 chance. The house does not have the advantage. You have full advantage. This is like blackjack, but the house has to hit on 18 and above, or 18 and below, I mean. And you always start with an ace in the hole. That is how stacked it is. I was just telling them that we will not be live next week. We will be on hiatus as far as the show is concerned. There will be some background work. There will be some videos of me showing you what I'm doing on the weekend. There may be some cameos from famous people hanging out with me next week. I can't divulge. But yeah, next week is going to be a week off. So you got to get your fix in today, tomorrow, and Friday. July kicks off Comic-Con month. We are going to be busy beavers. It is going to be an interesting next month.
I swear on the soul of my father, Domingo Montoya, you will reach the top alive.
Thankfully, Inigo Montoya swears we will reach the top alive. Top of the mountain, DCD collects. Hey Jimmy, did I forget anything?
What?
Did I say everything I was supposed to say?
No.
Well, what did I miss?
Me?
Oh, you? You want to come say hi?
No, after you walked, I say hi.
Oh, you wait a minute. Hold on a second. What?
After you're leaving and gonna grab something, I walked in there and said hi.
You walked over here and said hi?
Yes.
No, you didn't.
Yes.
Am I gonna watch the video and see Jimmy say hi?
Yes.
Oh my god. What lady just said you waved to them?
Yes.
Oh, you mister.
Okay, then you should have gotten the right son.
Oh, he loves attention. He loves that attention. Come here, turd. Come here.
I'm busy watching something.
You're busy watching something? Okay, I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. He's busy watching something.
Fine.
Oh, KP, believe me. Trust me when I say, when I am not on camera, I don't want any of the attention. I want to quietly eat my dinner. I don't even put the sound on when I play video games. Fact. I will play video games on the Xbox with no sound, no headphones. I want silence. I want nothing. Nada. The only thing I actually listen to that I play is Speedstorm, which is Disney's kart racing game, because they have techno versions of all the Disney songs you grew up with. It's just pretty dope. But other than that, man, I want to low key. I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't want to. No, nope. He, on the other hand, constantly, hey, look at me. Hey, look at me. Look at me. Look me in the eye. Look at me. It's just, he loves attention. Let me fix your hair. Mr. Haircut. No, it's not done. It's not done. It's not done. It's not done. It's not done, you ninja. Come here. Seriously, I can't put you on. Where are your glasses?
I don't know. They are gone.
Okay. You coming in? You can't do that on camera.
No, I'm leaving.
Okay, goodbye.
No, I'm leaving. No.
All right. Get out of here.
Look at me.
They can't see you. It's not that camera, buddy. That camera's not on.
Ah!
Okay. You want to go? Yeah.
Look at me. Look at me.
I see you.
Look at me in
They
the
see you
eyes.
too. He did get a new haircut. He got his new haircut today, as a matter of fact, because he was overdue. What you doing?
Thank you.
But you don't by any chance happen to have 6 fingers on your right hand?
Oh, goodness. He is a giant ball of energy and talent. Oh, yeah. Yeah, yep. We keep it short. Honestly, we would keep it short all the time. It's just, we couldn't. Now, things are differently. He'll probably have scheduled haircuts. Thankfully, he'll be looking good all the time. Everybody says you look good, dude.
Okay, who? Like who?
Everybody.
Like who? Just tell me the name.
Do you want me to tell you all the names?
Yes.
No.
Just like
Okay.
names. 2 names.
Two names, Lady and Trevor.
Thank you.
He says thank you. He is pretty fly. You know, Kevin, I have to say, believe it or not, he's Hispanic. My son, the biracial angel, who looks Nabisco cracker white, is 50% Hispanic. So, I mean, it looks like a white guy. Yeah, there you go. Pretty fly for a white-looking guy. He is. It's funny. People will look at him and we'll say something to him. All that Irish, yeah. We'll say something to him in Spanish, and people will be like, "What?" We're like, "Oh yeah, he's Puerto Rican." They're like, "He's not Puerto Rican. A white Puerto Rican ginger." I know, right? It's yeah. So we feel all right. Let's talk about it. when we obviously, moving to California and getting him set for school and anything we want to enroll him in, they do the questionnaires, and we we put he's Hispanic. His mother is 100% Hispanic. He is 50% Hispanic. I mean, this is splitting hairs. Technically, I'm 2% Spanish, so he's technically 51% Spanish, but we don't go that far. But he's so we'll put that on there, and we had a teacher like, hey, so it says here. You have him as Hispanic? I'm like, he is. He is. His mother, whom is not here, is from Puerto Rico, like the island. And she's like, oh, okay. I'm like, yeah, no, he's cracker white. I know, I get it all the time. I get it. He's Nabisco white. Little Guero. That's right. We need to see his birth certificate. Oh, this is fun, KP. I'm so glad you brought that up. So he was born in Texas. He's a Texan. He's a Texan. He is a His father is a white guy from New York. His mother is a Hispanic woman from the island of Puerto Rico. You put those two people together and you get a Texan. A biracial Texan. You can't write this stuff. It's like, really? Okay. Cool story, bro. Show me the proof. Like, all right. So it's funny because the birth certificates in Texas are hilarious. I swear to you. So there's the birth certificate, and then there's like a cover page that is like a birth announcement. And the first line of the certificate announcement is, this rootin' tootin' Texan was born at blah blah at 3:23 p.m. on November 18th, 2015. And it like rootin' tootin' Texan. KP, it's funny you say could be a Floridian, because he lived in Florida for 4 years, from age 1/2 till about 4.5. So he was a Floridian for a while, but he's a Texan by birth. So if Texas ever decides to secede from the nation with all that rich oil money, I still have an in. My anchor baby, my Texas anchor baby, can get me back into Texas if I need to. He is well traveled. He is. He lived in Texas, Florida, New York, and California. He's got the full trifecta, the triangle of the United States. So why I really did love Texas, seriously. People will poo on it. Yeah, Ron doesn't like anchor babies. Born in Jacksonville, Texas, the other Galveston. I love Galveston. Galveston was an old pirate town. Have you ever seen Escape from New York? I've seen Snake do his thing. So it's I was just telling everybody, Texas is Texas gets a bad rap from the politics of Texas. Generally, the people of Texas are good people. And I'm not going to get into politics, but the politicians make Texas worse than Texas needs to be, because Texas was actually a hell of a lot of fun to live at and to explore. And my goodness, Texas is beautiful. If you get the opportunity, it's not tumbleweeds, cactus, and sand. That's West Texas. Go to Central or Eastern Texas. It's beautiful. I had a preconceived notion moving to Texas. I actually had a friend that lived there before me. Oh, I love San Antonio. Dude, I would live in San Antonio if I didn't have to work because San Antonio is cool. I'd probably get sick of it after a couple years, but I'd live there for a period of time. Politics like Arizona? Oh, Arizona, I'd like to think there's not an entire state of people that hate other people as much as the sheriffs of Arizona and the politicians of Arizona hate people. Uh, I can't fathom an entire state hating people that hard, but apparently that's Arizona. Oh man, this dude, Texas, San Antonio, gorgeous. San Antonio's dripping with history. I got to go to the bar that Teddy Roosevelt used to recruit the Rough Riders at. And by recruit, I mean get them hammered and then have them sign the agreement to be a Rough Rider. Comment about leader of Texas blurred for family friendly channel. That's right. That's right, lady. Lady lives there and she even has to a degree an agreement with what I'm saying of Abbott and his antics. But no, it is. It's awesome. Good old Teddy. Oh man, there is a bar. It is kitty corner to the Alamo. That is connected. It's underneath a hotel now. It's like a back door of a hotel. A hotel that Babe Ruth stayed at. Um, and the bar is where he used to recruit the Rough Riders. And there's a bunch of his memorabilia inside the bar that he has. I did the basement of the Alamo. Yeah, I found a red bicycle with these cool streamers on it, and it had this like saddlebag that had an ungodly amount of chain inside of it, Saporos. It was nuts. There's also a little sign that says Ozzy peed here. I don't know what that's about. I didn't ask, but it's there. Paul, it's actually true. The Sultan of SWAT, yeah. I have a picture somewhere of me standing in the same spot as the great Bambino. You don't know about Ozzy? All I know is he peed there. That's all I know. He peed there. I don't know why or who this Ozzy Osbourne character is, but apparently he pees on public buildings. All right, where is me and the great Hambino? That is probably saved under something else. Is that over here? No. No. Oh, well, maybe I don't have it on my phone. I thought I showed it on camera once before. Though, when it comes to having a memory, I don't have a good one. No. Oh well, I'll dig it up and I'll post it somewhere. And people will get a kick out of it. I will post it on when I find it. If I find it, I will post it on the Discord. Mrs. The Breaker has a full phone full of pictures from us going to San Antonio. The Great Bambi. Yeah. We'll figure that out a different time. Jersey Girl. Thank you for following, Jersey Girl. Appreciate you. Yo, Sapuros, you know it. That actually reminds me of a time I almost got arrested in Austin. Who would like a story?
Me.
Jimmy, you don't count. You're going to hear the story anyway. So, a long, long time ago, I'm going to need water for this. A galaxy far, far away. Thanks, KP. I'll do it again for you. All right, so this would have been probably 2007. Wait, I can tell you when it was because part of the story relates to it. It'd have been 2006 or 2007. Yeah, 2007. All right. I almost did. Sapporo. I almost got arrested. It was great. All right, so let me set the scene. It was either the end of 2006 or the beginning of 2007. It was about a 6-month gap that I'm not sure when it was. I will tell you this. It was when Robert Rodriguez was shooting his portion of the movie Grindhouse with Quentin Tarantino in Austin, Texas. I know this because he was shooting it across the street from the Doubletree Hotel that we were staying at. And we were in the suites, so we were looking down, and he had removed the roof of a taco place to bring his cameras in and shoot the bar scene. Featuring, what's her name? From Clerks 3 and 2. Rosario Dawson. That's what it was. So Rosario was there. And they were shooting. And fun fact, Quentin Tarantino had a cast of Rosario Dawson's leg made because there's a scene where her leg gets ripped off. I mean, it's not a spoiler. It was 16 years ago. And apparently, so as we all know, Quentin Tarantino loves feet. And he was chasing her around set with this prosthetic mold of her foot. I'm not going to say what he was doing with it. I actually realized I can't tell you what he was doing with it. But he was chasing her around with her own foot. We'll leave it there. So we are actually, there's somewhere video of us videoing it. Rose McGowan was there, yes. She was in when I saw her, she was in a red jumpsuit. So I'm assuming she was green screened underneath. I didn't see that part, but she was on set. So was Kurt Russell. And actually, I didn't get to do it, but my producer at the time went and smoked some stogies with him. So the reason we were in Austin was because I was there to do what's called the Out of Bounds Improv Festival. As an improv actor, what's up, baby? What's up?
I don't want to be human anymore.
Oh, okay. You don't want to be human? What do you want to be?
Nothing.
Oh.
Because another guy loves feet.
Oh, it's okay. Sit down. It's fine. So,
Stop talking about it then.
Okay, we're done. Go sit. So we were there for the improv festival. Not only were we there to try to do some performing, we were there to actually learn from some really big time improv actors. I got to personally work with a guy named Rafe Chase. Rafe is one of the founders of Bats Improv, which is a massive improv group here on the West Coast. And I got to work with a couple of former writers from SNL, whose names all escape me at the moment, not Conan. And got to really learn about stage presence, and how to do specialized parts of improv. So we were there for the show, and they happened to be shooting next door. And my producer Brian was acquaintances with Rob Rodriguez from when they shot. I want to say it was Monkey Bone. I think was the film. I can't remember what it was, but he shot something with Rob Rodriguez. Might have been one of the Zorro flicks. I don't know. I can't remember. Doesn't matter. Inconsequential. They knew each other. So people may not know this, but Kurt Russell, big cigar smoker. He's a cigar aficionado. He has a humidor that probably costs more than your house. And I mean you, because no matter who I'm pointing at, his humidor is more expensive than your house. So they had a couple of stogies offset. I was too busy. Well, I can't tell you what I was doing, but I was too busy that I couldn't join them. And we are watching it, and my producer Brian, which actually now that I'm in the LA area, I should probably look him up because he lives here and shoots movies still. It'd be funny to catch up with him, but another time. So we decided, hey, you know what would probably be cooler than our balcony viewing them shoot this movie? Let's go to the roof and watch them shoot this movie. Now, the Doubletree Hotel is one of the taller buildings in Austin. It's not far from Congress Avenue or Street or whatever it is. And we're like, there's no way the roof access is unlocked. But hey, let's go take a look. So we climb all the stairs. We get to the top of the stairs. We look up, and on top of this like 25-foot ladder, sure enough, is a completely unpadlocked roof hatch. Now, I am going to tell you right now, do not attempt this at home because there are legal repercussions for doing what I'm about to tell you that we did. So, my producer's like, hey, let's go stake out the roof. I'm like, sure, why not? What's the worst that can happen? So we climb up there, we get on the roof, and we are legitimately on the roof of the Doubletree Hotel in Austin in 2007. We are standing by the edge, which, by the way, does not have guardrails. Should have been our first red flag. And we are watching and filming Rob Rodriguez filming the movie. And we're just chatting and we're talking about, oh, this is over there and that's over there, and we're going to go have lunch over there and blah, blah, blah. So we're up there for about 25 minutes, just hanging out on the roof, smoking stogies. And we're like, cool, this was fun. It's starting to get windy. I don't want to die. So let's go downstairs. So we lift up the hatch, and below the hatch is like this tube that you kind of go down. It's walled tube, and at the end is like about 8 feet of non-tube bottom of the stairs. So I am climbing down there. I get to the bottom. I turn around, and there are 3 security officers waiting for us at the foot of the ladder. So I was like, oh, hello. And I was just like, I'm just going to keep walking because that works on TV. So I start walking, and I was stopped abruptly, sharply, and with force, and forced to lie down on my stomach because apparently it looked like I needed a nap. My producer, who was about 6'3", 240, they were nicer too. I was about 6 foot 180 at the time. And they're like, come with us. You got to come downstairs to the office. And we're like, why? They're like, because we need to see if we're arresting you tonight. And I was like, oh, this will be fun. So we don't say a word. And we walk down to the front desk. And the front desk person is waiting for us, and they have who I assume is a manager because their name tag was nicer than everyone else's name tag. And they're like, "What were you doing on the roof?" And smartly, I kept quiet. Now, growing up in New York and also being of Italian descent, if there's one thing I learned growing up, is you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in the court of law. So I'm not saying anything. Nothing. I'm just standing there like this. And they're asking me who I am, and I'm just shaking my head. Brian says, "We were scouting locations for a film." And he goes, "You need," and the guy's like, "Really?" He goes, "Yes, we are thinking about shooting a film here next summer, and we are looking for spots. And we figured the best vantage would be one of the tallest buildings in the area." And he's like, "I need to see your identification." So Brian hands over his identification. And the guy immediately looks it up. "I was going to ask how you were able to be allowed to be filming any of this with a handheld Sony HD camera that had it was the Sony camera that had the night vision, the one that was banned because it could see through thin clothing. It was that one. So it was my lawyer saying don't talk about that other part. And I won't. So he hands it over, and I have the camera. When we were headed to the front desk, I had already taken the mini cassette. It was the ones that were like this big. I had taken that out and stuffed it in my pocket. So he's like, "Well, I need your camera." So we hand him the camera. He opens it up. He's like, "Where's the tape?" I'm like, "I have the tape." He goes, "We need to review the tape." And I'm like, "I'm not giving you the tape." And he's like, "Well, we're going to call the police. What room are you in?" And my boss goes, Brian goes, "We are in suite 2201, 2202, 2203, and 2204. And the guy stops and looks at Brian, looks at the manager, looks at Brian, and goes, "You have all of the suites?" He's like, "Well, on that floor, yes." And he goes, "Well, let me verify this." He takes his license, he verifies that we have all the suites on that floor. It wasn't all of them on the floor. It was all of them on the west side of the floor. And then he looks at the thing, and then he goes, in a much nicer voice, "Can we just review the film real quick to make sure you don't have anything you can't have on there?" So we did a 2x speed thing, reviewed it. I was like, "See, look, it's literally shots of the surrounding area." And the guy gives us the video thing back and goes, "Hey, we just want to let you know, the roof is off limits. If you need access to that, you just need to ask us, and we can arrange that. So please don't go up there again for the rest of your stay. Have a good evening. Sorry for the disturbance." It was that moment in my life at age 26 years old, I realized, holy crap, money talks louder than any person can possibly shout. The moment he saw that we were in 4 suites and there for an entire week, as suddenly it was okay, and I was apologized to, and I was not arrested, even though I was at one point face down on the floor. Yeah, it was totally illegal. It was trespassing, is what it is. But the moment he saw how big our bill was, it's like, "Oh, I'm sorry." And when he saw that we actually were shooting the surrounding area, then you were sir. That's right. Before it was "Hey you," then it was "Sir." And we were like, "Oh, don't worry. We got all the footage we need. We'll contact you if we want to use you for a base of operation." And the guy shook his hand, and I didn't shake any hand. I just turned around and walked away. And as I'm walking away, Brian goes, "I'm so glad you didn't say anything." And I'm like, "Why is that?" He goes, because some of the stuff you say, Dave, would have gotten us in worse trouble. I was like, trust me, when I'm in trouble, I know I have the right to remain silent. So yeah, that was when we almost got arrested in Austin during the Grindhouse shoot. One of my more it's a fun story to tell because it really lets you know what's important to people. And as soon as you showed them the money, you were important. All right. Trevor, watch the tape. it was good. Okay. All right, well, that is about as much time as I have, because I do have a Jimmy with me, and we have been here a heck of a lot longer.
Can I just do a box?
There's no boxes, buddy.
You should have done one.
Buddy, it's not up to me, honey. Relax. You do. Trust me. Tomorrow is a very big day. I promise you can do one tomorrow.
End the video.
It's not up to you. I gotta say goodbye.
Goodbye.
He's like, yeah, Jimmy's over it.
Stop. Say goodbye.
Kayate.
You.
Poppy, Kayate.
You.
Hey,
Finish.
be nice. There's your glasses.
Finish. Are you done yet?
Stop.
Are you done yet?
Stop.
Are you done?
Okay. Anyway, yeah, I know, right? Disapproving Doug. That's pretty much it. Thank you. But I digress. So it's available. Come get it tomorrow. We're gonna have a good time. In the meantime, do you want to say goodbye or no?
I already did.
Okay. All right. All right, everybody. That's it for today. Tomorrow we'll be staying a little longer because tomorrow I will only be here for about 3 hours as opposed to 5. Trying to think what I miss. If I missed it, I will remember it tomorrow. All right, folks. I love each and every one of you. Thank you for tuning in, hanging out, listening to the crazy stories, and watching me number these boxes. Please take care of yourselves and each other because we're going to do this again tomorrow. And remember, tomorrow and Friday are the very last days for the next 2 weeks that you'll be able to get these items. So I will see you then. With that, I bid you adieu.